Alright, welcome to another episode of Moba Dojo, where I teach you basically everything there is to know about MOBAs and starting from the bare minimum basics. From roles to slang words, terms, and things you need to know in order to play a MOBA. So today we're playing as a support. So when you're playing as a support, you're gonna in predecessor, you're gonna want to go to the lane with the left side. It's just basically gonna be closest to Fang. It's gonna be closest to Fang, which is gonna be on the. If you're on the orange side, it's gonna be going right. If you're on the blue side, you'll be going left. Now, your main objective is to babysit the AD carry up until your first tower goes down, or till mid game, which is around 15 to 20 minutes. Whenever you lose your tower or win a tower is when your laning phase is over, essentially. Now, contrary to popular belief, a lot of AD carries who have a god complex seem to think that it's the support's job to babysit and hold the AD carry's hand literally all fucking game. That's not true. Basically, once your laning phase is over, your entire job is meant to basically protect the entire team. You're essentially the den father and den mother of the team. Once your first tower is gone or you won one, you need to be rotating as much as possible, making sure that you're in every single team fight you can get into. You also need, depending on your character, you also need to be setting up your AD carry like I just did for a kill. After that, it's up to the AD carry's job to secure the kill. You are never to take the kill unless the AD carry is not going to get the kill.
Write that down, write that down!
This is very important, as the AD carry's job is to get beefy as much as possible. Damn, I was gonna get him. So, and if you're stealing kills, then you're not really doing your job. And you're like, well, how do I make gold then? Making gold as a support, similar to League, you have a trinket that gives you gold based off of hits. It's not as good as League's, but it's you know, it's still there. It's, you know, game's still in at the date of this recording, the game's still in early development, so early access. So your next basic attack or damaging ability against the enemy target restores your health and blah blah blah, receiving diminishing gold from excessive minion kills. Okay. Charges generate every 30 seconds and requires a nearby allied hero to activate. Upon granting 300 gold, evolves into Warden. So basically, earn gold by dealing damage to your allies. So essentially, it's doing damage, whether it's to minions or them. Now, contrary to what don't do what I'm doing. I'm you know, not paying attention. You're never supposed to take the last hit as a support. So basically, how you play a support is gonna be up to you. You can be an aggressive support. I'm a bully, so I play really aggressive support. So I'm constantly harassing the team if I can. But picking the support, you might want to actually build up practice with different supports, because some supports work better with other characters. Like for instance, Muriel works better with Sparrow, but since I was the first to pick, I picked before Sparrow, so I didn't have a chance to actually change my pick. But because Sparrow is nothing but she's nothing but a glass cannon. Like, she's all DPS, so you want as much attack speed on her as possible, which Muriel grants. So a good support can actually make or break a team, to be honest. Like, they really can. Like, you should be really focused on helping the team, be constantly min-maxing shit, in terms of your crowd control, and always looking to set up your AD carry for a kill.
Allied tower
That is the most important thing. And you're like, well, who can play as a support? Technically, any character can play any role. And I'm pretty sure I touched on this before, that not every character is built for every role. So like some characters are, you know, some people play Decker and offlane. Some characters are just built better for specific roles. As you can see, they love camping over here. So, which, like I said, Sparrow's biggest issue is her lack of mobility. So, as a jungler, you do want to constantly jump on her ass.
Phrasing?
I mean, it's a nice ass, so, but still. Because her only mobility is that blink, which has a very long cooldown.
Allied tower under attack.
Don't beat yourself up if, you know, your AD character dies. If you've done everything you can do, then that's all you can, that's all you have to worry about. It's up to you. That's all on you. If you know that you've done you've done your best, then don't worry about what some toxic egofied AD carry is saying. Because they're, trust and believe, they're AD carries who think they're God's fucking gift to the planet. And they are the biggest fucking divas you will ever see. If you, and it's also a lot of ones who don't understand how characters play. If they see you attacking a creep, you're like, they'll start ping spamming you like, stop taking my creep score.
Stop taking my creep score. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Enemy tower under siege.
You know, trust me. And then when they inevitably die because they're not as good as they think they are, and they had no situational awareness, and you did everything you can to save them, it really came up to their problem.
Oh my god, useless support. Why don't you do something useful? Like, oh my god, I keep dying because of you.
Like it trust me, you will get them. AD carry is the most egofied role in the game for most people. You see the most divas in AD carry. Despite us being camped, we're actually winning the lane.
Enemy tower under attack.
Now, if the tower is pressed up like that, I typically try to help them.
Skill rising.
I typically try to help the AD carry.
Killing spree. Onslaught. Enemy tower under attack.
Shimby. This is the first game where both teams hasn't had a Shimby.
Unreal. Enemy has fallen.
Eaten. Shit, eaten. So I think that pretty much covers all the
Enemy
basics of
tower
support. I'm
under
saving
siege.
like, you know, advanced stuff and intermediate and stuff for like other videos. So I think for now I'll just have some side commentary from now on in, and then we'll just give you like 30 minutes worth of gameplay.
Allied towers destroyed.
The moment they leave that tower, we're gonna take it. A moment.
Ready to quarantine.
An enemy tower is under attack. Enemy towers destroyed. Allied tower under attack.
It might not be 30 minutes,
Enemy
honestly.
towers destroyed.
I think I'm at least gonna give it at least 20, so you can at least get some good gameplay as well. You know, see what being a support is like. Now, if they don't show up, I can push this lane, and we should have that tower.
Legendary. An enemy, your power grows. Killing spree.
All right, we got it. We got the tower. They're busy up top.
Enemy tower is under attack.
See, around this time is usually like, if you know, 15, 20 minutes in. Yeah.
Enemy towers
All right. See,
destroyed.
now our laning phase is over. Now this doesn't mean that you can't continue pushing your lane if you want, but you have to realize that something that if you remember, if you watch the video about mid, I touched on what was called a safety zone, which is basically the middle of the river. Now, once you go past the
Under attack.
safety zone in here,
An ally has been slain.
basically you gotta worry about overextending. So yeah, yes, I know. You're like, you say you gotta be with the team all the time. Yeah, I know. I literally stepped out of that team fight for the purpose of showing you the thing. But you have to be wary about what's going on. Because if you're pushing and you like again, same principles, you know, overextending and stuff like that. If you're overextending, you're gonna get cucked real hard. So you gotta be real careful. Shimmy will definitely be nerfed by then, by next week. I
Ready to
guarantee it.
quarantine.
She's gonna be nerfed by the end of the week, or next week. I can't wait for Huntress though. Oof. Cannot wait for Huntress. Alright, so I think that should about covers it. You know, we're coming up on 20 minutes. Thank you for watching. If you did, feel free to stop by the Twitch channel for more indirect, you know, not indirect, but more direct questions, one-on-one, real life, you know. Twitch.tv/psychogenesis. I stream at the moment. It's almost every day. There are like a few days I take off. 4 p.m. EST till like 8 p.m. or 9, one of the two. For free to stop on by. Peace.